Welcome back. This is AUB's Innovation Park. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. Today we have a very cool show because my guest is Jihad Bitar, who was my first mentor in my journey as a startup founder. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Jihad has been in the industry for a very long time. So he's actually an entrepreneur. So he built his company, he exited, he probably did more than one, but he'll give us the details. He's worked with, I want to say dozens, but it's probably dozens of entrepreneurs in the country and in the region. And he's currently the CEO of Siren's, what was it? Siren's
Analytics.
Siren. He's the he's the CEO of Siren Analytic. This show is brought to you by the Talal Al Madiha Zein AUB Innovation Park, because with AUB, our aim is to help you become entrepreneurs and help you become successful. So the aim of the show is to introduce to you every single week to crazy entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, basically people who have done this before and then can show you how they've done it, give you advice. It's a lot of fun, and I think today you're going to enjoy this show specifically because Jihad comes with a lot of experience, and he's very unhappy that he cannot curse on air, but we'll find a way to keep this fun.
Hearing you, I feel like the granddaddy of entrepreneurs, or like the old person in the room.
So you heard it. So we have a show today with Grandpapa of entrepreneurship, with Virgin Radio Lebanon and AUB's Innovation Park. Tune in after these songs. This is AUB's Innovation Park on Virgin Radio Lebanon. My name's Arthur. I have with me one of my good friends and my first mentor in the startup path that I took years ago, which is Jihad Bitar, who's currently the CEO of Siren.
Analytics, you're gonna get that.
So the CEO of Siren Analytics.
We're actually neighbors to the Zein Innovation Park at the BDD.
Are we in the same building? I know you're in BDD somewhere.
Yeah, we're in the new buildings, beautiful,
Okay.
all-glass new buildings.
Awesome. That sounded like an invitation for coffee in the new building. That is
Coffee
all.
is not that good.
That is all glass.
We have a great office, very bad coffee.
Okay, I'll get the coffee because we actually have great specialty coffee brought to you by Ed Arabica. This is not a sponsored show. So Jihad, tell us a bit about your history. Like, you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I've been in the entrepreneurship scene for a very long time. A bit too long, I think. I actually started in consulting. I was in Paris at that time. I had left Lebanon to finish my studies and work in France. And then one day I was taking the subway and the metro and got off of the metro, and I was wearing a suit and tie, and it was raining and everybody was wearing the same thing, and I was like,
F this.
F this, this is not for me. I was going to say something else, but this wasn't for me. So I went up to my boss and I resigned immediately because I figured this wasn't. And at that time, I was already thinking, like, I need to do two things in my life. One, come back to Lebanon. Two, create my company. I really felt it was itching me. And, I met partners who were starting to think of a project in Lebanon for the Arab world. So we partnered, and I came back to Lebanon to create Comtrax Solutions, which was my first company. We were basically doing something very complicated to explain, which is basically analyzing data from the Arab media.
Well, I think everyone understands data now, right?
Yeah,
Because
it was new at that time.
everything now is around data. AI is around data.
We were doing AI manually. I don't know if that works.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I have a lot of questions, but we're going to be back after these songs. This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. I actually have Jihad Bitar with me currently in the studio. He is the CEO of
Siren Analytics.
So he is the CEO of Siren Analytics and a serial entrepreneur with a lot of history. So Jihad, before the songs, before Lara so rudely interrupted us with her hand, you were telling me that years and years ago you actually started a company that was doing manual AI, which is very interesting.
Technology was not there. I mean, we knew this was coming, but we couldn't build it at that time because technology was not there. And for the younger people like you, you're not going to remember. But at that time, internet was still on modem. We have to put it in. Beep, beep, beep. It was horrific. We had to fly a guy actually every week to Dubai to just upload videos on YouTube, on the internet for our clients.
This was pre-YouTube, right?
This was pre-YouTube, yeah. I don't remember when YouTube was created, but it was hell. It was really. We couldn't load. No, YouTube existed actually, but we couldn't load videos.
Okay.
It was horrific. So, and uploading was hell. So it was tough time to build a company in Lebanon. We lived the 2006 war. We lived car bombs in 2007. It was hell, but we made it, and it was a great journey. And trying to do something that was at the same time blending technology and manual work, because technology was not there yet. So it was fun.
All right, so this is pre-AI. You guys used to do data. That's so cool, right? And yeah, that's entrepreneurship, right? Challenges, opportunities, they all mix in together.
Trying things.
Lara, what are we listening to?
You want to do Pink? Try?
Do I want to do Pink? Try?
I don't know.
I
Do
won't.
you want to do Pink? Try?
All right, let's all do Pink. Try. So we have a challenge today for Lara in the studio. Jihad and I just came up with. The last word that we use in a segment will be the song that Lara actually chooses.
But you have to signal when the segment is ending, so I know when to.
Okay, I'll tell you we have 7 words left, and then you can do the mental, math. Since you were doing manual AI, right? So I'm sure you can manually be like, okay, and my 7th word is going to be... So Jihad, you were telling us a bit about your experience as a startup founder, but you've also worked with a lot of other startups. Like I met you when we were in Smart Eza.
Yeah, so we sold the startup after a few years. We had got an opportunity to exit, and that was amazing. Exiting is hell in itself. But we exited, stayed a few years with the people who acquired the company, did amazing, it was lots of fun. And then went to Eza to create Smart Eza, so the startup accelerator of Eza. At that time, we were in the middle of the 331 craze, and money was pouring into entrepreneurship.
But you never gave me money.
You
You gave me knowledge, which is very valuable, but you never gave me money.
I wasn't going to give you money. You're going to spend it on clothing and stuff like this, not on building a startup. So yeah, I've seen heads being nodding on the show. No, look, it's at the end of the day, there was a lot of money, but at the same time, there was a lot of bullshit going on. So, having been there, having suffered, and at that time, before joining, I had helped my wife create her own startup. So I had been living this maybe a bit too much. And I saw.
See, he doesn't give me money for clothing, but he gives his wife money for perfumes, because that was the startup.
She exited, by the way, a few months back. Yeah, I had to. I was forced. I didn't have much choice.
Awesome. Okay, so 7 words.
I met so many people in this industry who were creeps.
Wow, ending it on creeps.
I'm doing creeping by the weekend.
This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. I have with me Jihad Bitar, who is the CEO of I will say Siren Analytics, but I feel like that's wrong. Siren.
Siren.
Okay,
What is wrong with you?
Lots of things.
I don't know, a lot. Okay, we don't have time to go over all of them.
Open up that
But it's Siren, so he's the CEO of Siren Analytics. So Jihad, we were talking a bit about your exits and your journey with Smart Eza. And I hear congratulations is in order because also one of the companies you invested in recently exited.
Which one? Few of them exited.
Well, I was talking about Augmental.
Yeah.
That's the one that I know.
So Augmental is a great startup on leveraging AI and technology to change the education world. And we all know, for listeners who are at university, you know how sometimes this can be extremely boring, the way courses are still given. So they really pump it up. It's education on Red Bull. Can we say brands? It's lots of fun, and so yeah, our sister company CME acquired Augmental. It's a great exit for these guys, and I think it will allow, and they're still running it, and I think they're going to take it to, we can build I would say a regional, but even a world leader in ed tech.
That's amazing. And you're also now the president of La French Tech.
I'm also the president of La French Tech, and the goal of this is, so the French Tech is just in one word, is to help French startups, grow internationally. But in Lebanon, what we want to do is really bring French companies to outsource jobs in Lebanon. We need to create jobs in Lebanon. This is something I'm very passionate about. We need to find very good paying jobs. So the whole thing we've been doing is trying to bring in French companies and
I want to tackle that topic a lot more, but for now, 7 words.
7 word. Can you get me? I have a headache.
Okay, so Lara, headache. This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. My name is Arthur, the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. I have with me Jihad. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get this right now. So it's Jihad Bitar. He is the CEO of Siren Analytics. Yes?
By the way, Siren is we're 150, 170 people. We're quite big. You should know us by now. We've done the vaccine platform. Well, I don't know if you did the vaccine for those that did. We're doing so many things.
Maybe that's why I can't remember, because I did the vaccine.
No, come on.
Oh, we went there.
Saved your life. So that's it's one of the big employers here, a very dynamic tech company, and we do advisory also for, I would say, public sector, but I would say more generally anything that has impact, and we really want to change, and we have our colleagues, our team members are all people who really want to go and change the world, make the world a better place. Very passionate about this, because I don't think today's generation wants to work in jobs where they don't have something to fight for. Also, it's you have to have a cause, to wake up in the morning and be pumped up.
It's very true. Everything is much more value driven today and vision driven, and that's why I think I love everything we're talking about, because everything you're doing with La French Tech, what you did with Smart Isa, what you're doing with Siren Analytics. I think the reason I forget is every time I start with I want to say cyborg, So everything, I don't know, it's just a stupid thing in my brain. So, and that's really cool, because that also aligns with what we're doing at Lemonade, but what we're also doing with AUB. Because the whole thesis of AUB's Innovation Park was, how can we get entrepreneurs to build their back offices in Lebanon to turn into global companies, which is what Siren Analytics has done, which is what you're doing with La French Tech as well. So it's all about creating more high-paying opportunities and jobs for the amazing talent that we have in the country.
And let me say something about this. I mean, the work, because having been in, be it Smart Isa, Berry Tech, AUB Innovation Park, the job being done by these accelerators, by these places, by these hubs is tremendous, and people don't even realize how much this is important.
Okay, I'm gonna do now the 7 words. So the job being done is very swift.
Oh, wow.
So we're ending it on Swift, Laura, which is Taylor Swift.
Please, no, not the long name.
So we'll be back after some Taylor Swift. This is AUB's Innovation Park with Virgin Radio. I have Jihad Bitar with me, who is the CEO of Siren Analytics. See, I got it. I finally got it. So Jihad is a serial entrepreneur, a serial mentor, a serial investor as well. So you guys should really connect with him if you're considering the path of entrepreneurship as a journey, or if you're looking for a high-paying job with either Siren's Analytics or anything that has to do with French companies in Paris or anywhere else around the world where they speak French, because he's also the president of La French Tech. So Jihad, how do people connect with you?
Well, they can find me on LinkedIn, but if they want to connect with me, come with a damn good pitch, because I'm fed up of these stupid pitches where the value is not there. I don't understand anything they're trying to solve. I don't understand the problem. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Or even worse, there's a good problem, there's a good solution that just don't match each other, right? And I see this so many times, it pisses me off.
All right, so what you're saying is that people should come prepared.
People should know what the hell they're doing. Why are you building a startup if you don't know what you're trying to solve? You don't know your solution. You don't know, or you don't want to hear advice, and you don't want to. And you know this about this. I mean, we've talked so many times over the year. What I love about you, Arthur, is I mean, you do whatever you want, but you listen to the advice, and you hear, and then you take an informed decision afterwards. But you have people who just argue with you, and they come for you for advice or investment, and they just want to argue with you. Don't do that.
So don't argue with the investors. Listen to their wisdom and then do what you want.
Exactly. It's like you forced us to listen to Taylor Swift right now. And,
exactly. I'm going to do it again.
I'm trying to argue with you. You don't want to listen.
Hey, because of our songs, because of our selection of songs, Taylor Swift tickets are selling for a lot more money now. It's all because of this show. It's all because of Innovation Park and Virgin Radio. So for all of you Swifties out there, you're very much welcome. And because of that, we're going to listen to 3 back-to-back songs by Taylor Swift. If you guys want to egg Jihad's office, go to Beirut Digital District, go to the new buildings. He is in the office called Siren's Analytics. We had an amazing show today on Virgin Radio and AUB's Innovation Park. My guest was Jihad Bitar, who is a serial everything in the startup community. When I say everything, I mean mentor, advisor, investor, friend, food, drinks, everything that you need to become successful, you know. So make sure to connect with him. He is on LinkedIn. Go to LinkedIn, Jihad Bitar, and then you can connect with him. He loves nice pitches. So Google, how do I prepare a nice pitch? I think you can find a lot of these
You
resources
just gave me an idea
online.
for a business. We should make people pay to link with us on LinkedIn, with you and I.
Actually, we should do it in a way where they have to take a course before they can also link. Like they have to complete it, and then it's like, ah, you unlocked my connection. Good for you.
They pay for the course, they pay to connect. Let's make a business.
Amazing. Let's do it. What should we call it? Cash Connect. Go to cashconnect.co. .io.
.io, yeah. And we
So
do
Cash
AI.
Connect. Okay, so Lara's gonna kick our ass, but anyway, so this show is brought to you by the Talal and Madiha Zein AUB's Innovation Park. The reason why we do this show every single week is because we believe entrepreneurship is a pillar in the economy. With entrepreneurship, if you become successful, you can actually create opportunities for your country, opportunities for the youth, you know, high-paying jobs, and there's a lot of people here to support you. AUB is here to support you. La French Tech is here to support you. Jihad personally is here to support you as well. So make sure to tune in every single week until Virgin Radio decides to, you know, cut my show. Make sure to tune in this week on Virgin Radio Lebanon from 1 to 3 p.m. and Virgin Radio Stars from 3 to 5 p.m. My name is Arthur. I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Lemonade Fashion and the entrepreneur in residence of AUB's Innovation Park. Can't wait to see you this week and the week after and every single week until Virgin Radio and AUB decide to, you know, cut my ass off of radio.